growth, inspiration, deep connections, and shared experiences. Hi loves, welcome to another episode of the SJ podcast. So today I'm all about the things I would love to say to the younger version of myself. Now I greatly believe you also have things you'd love to say to the younger version of yourself. So please comment down below what you would say to your younger self if you were to have a conversation with him or her right now. You guys, looking back on my own life, there's a lot of things I'd love to say to the younger version of myself, and I feel like we all have that one thing we would go back and tell our younger versions, and I know that whatever happened at the time was necessary for my growth at that time, and I really wouldn't change anything that happened in my life so far, but I really would share the wisdom I have today, knowing everything I know right now. So there's really a lot of things I would say to my younger self, you guys, but I'm just going to be sharing 4 points that stood out for me today. So the first thing I tell my younger self, you guys, is that it's okay to be yourself. And I feel like I've shared this so many times that I have years of my life that I spent envying others because I felt like who I was at the time was not enough, and I disqualified myself literally from how I looked and where I came from compared to other people, and I didn't feel like what I was or who I was at that time had a place in the world. And I grew up thinking that in order for me to fit in to a certain group of people or into a certain place, I had to change who I was. If there's one thing I've come to realize over the years, you guys, is that there is no greater freedom that comes with loving myself with my every flaw. And I can't really pinpoint that exact moment where everything shifted for me, where I got to love myself for where I am. I can't really pinpoint the moment that the shift happened, but learning to be okay with myself changed the way I loved myself. It changed the way I began to show up for myself and the way I began to show up in the world. So I'd tell the younger version of myself that felt like what and who she was at the time was not enough, that it's okay to be yourself. She is perfect with her every flaw, because her every flaw and imperfection complements and completes who she is. The next thing I'd say to the younger version of myself, you guys, is be patient with yourself. You are doing okay. If there's one person who would win an impatience award, that would be me, you guys. And I feel like we all go through this. I do have moments where I feel like I am not doing enough, or what I have to offer to the world is just not enough. I have moments where I feel like giving up, regardless of the effort I have put in so far. This is something I would not only say to the younger version of myself, but it's something I would also say to the now version of myself. I feel like this is something the present version or the now version of myself has to know, because I still have days where I cry and feel like I am not enough. I still have days where I cry and want to give it all up regardless of the effort I have put in so far. I do have days where I feel like I am not enough and I am not doing enough, or what I have to offer to the world is just not enough. And what I've come to realize, you guys, is that me not feeling like I am not doing enough or I am not enough mostly happens when I compare myself to others, when I compare my efforts and progress to other people's efforts and progresses. It happens when I want my things to happen as fast as their things are happening in their lives, without realizing that what they had to go through to get where they are might be something that kills me. I might not be able to withstand the pressure that comes with the success I see in their lives. Point number 3, you guys, is that the divine will take care of you. This is something I still am telling myself till this day, because I still have moments. I've had moments and I still have moments in my life where I find myself worrying about how I'm going to get through the day or how I'm going to get through the next part of my life. And I feel like this for me changed mostly when I came across a video of, I hope I'm saying his name right, Speech Mzwambi on Instagram, where he talked about how we constantly worry about the next part of our lives without realizing just how much we have been taken care of in the previous situations of our lives. I still have days, you guys, where I worry and stress about how I'm gonna get through the next part of my life, but I feel like I have learned, or I have taught myself to constantly remind myself that the God who has taken care of me previously is going to continue taking care of me. I've had days where I had to go to bed hungry, not knowing what I was going to eat for that day, but something randomly came up. My divine continuously took care of me. There was a time in my life where I almost dropped out of school because of financial problem, but God came through for me in those moments. There are so many times in my life where I didn't know how I was going to make it through the next part of my life, but God, or the divine, my divine, took care of me. So the last thing I feel like I'd say to my younger version, you guys, is thank you. If I were to look at both my now self and the younger version of myself, I think I'd definitely say thank you. In fact, listen to this letter I wrote to myself. It reads, Dear Sethu, Enkosi Tolokazi, thank you for loving me constantly. Thank you for being the most consistent person in my life. Thank you for the love, the support, encouragement, picking me up when I feel like not getting up and trying again. Thank you for constantly showing up for me even when you are at your lowest. I see you. I see your love and appreciate your every effort towards becoming the best version of yourself. I know it's not easy and things may seem like they are not happening for you at the time you want them to. But if you knew the size of the blessing coming your way, then you would understand why it seems like you always come last. Don't give up, Sanosam. Keep your eyes glued to your vision, for even though it may take time to come, it surely will come to pass. I love you so much. Thank you. So guys, those are the 4 things I would say to the younger version of myself, and that is all I had for you for this episode. I really would love to know what it is you would say to the younger version of yourself if you were to be in conversation with him or her right now. Please comment down below and let's have that beautiful chat. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.